It's gonna be an easy page. I'm gonna be so ahead of schedule because of this page. It's not really much of a drawing on this page. And I didn't realize how much of that ink bled over from the last page, so gotta deal with that. A rare time where I have both my paper clips. But for how long is it gonna be there? Who knows? Share one more of my tips. If you add white ink beforehand, the gouache cannot go over it. I mean, it can if you try hard enough, but you know, it should work, theoretically. And as you add gouache on top of it, it'll slightly dull that white so it's not so prominent. Now that I'm thinking about it, because that ink bled through, I'm pretty sure it'll bleed through the opposite direction, so I'm gonna add some paper just to protect it. And because gouache is not gonna go over the ink spots, I'm just gonna put some more acrylic on top of here. Some tan, some darker browns, and maybe this orange color. And if we add small layers of this, we can get a really nice organic look to this page. It'll probably take roughly around, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 layers. I'll mess around with it and see what happens. And for the big reveal, we can see that, yeah, it would have bled over. Look at that. See how it has the perfect outline of it? I'm glad I did that. It's been roughly around 8 days. My water's had time to dry. Did not mean for that many days to pass. And so I'm just gonna go get some more water and we should be good to go here. You know, the camera should not be shaking. Table's kind of up against this, so I'm just going to pull the table back a little bit. So picking up from where I was, we're going to continue adding white acrylic before dropping any real gouache colors on. And the reason we're doing this is because when we start adding different layers of gouache, we're going to dull down that white and get a really grungy look to it. Now, as we start adding major colors here, we're going to have to be really careful because some of the gouache colors do overpower the acrylic. So after I add a main layer here, I'm going to go ahead and dab away some of the excess. This will just help retain that white color. We want to dull it down, but not so much that we can't see it anymore. I just want to check real quick to see if it bled over. It shouldn't have, never know. Now the black here is supposed to be more of a solid color, but I want to add a little texture to it. So I'm going to go for more of a dark gray. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of brown around the rim, just so it has more depth to it. And then continuing the pattern from the last page, it's going to have like this dark blue for that little blue squares right there. And so using the same pen, I'm just going to go ahead and draw that in. And because the text up here is a little bit thicker, I'm going to use a 08 pen for this. And for the rest of it, we're just going to use a regular pen. And for the entry of this page, McGucket and Ford find themselves staring up at the skies, talking about their dreams and what they want for themselves for the future. I just realized that I had a blue underlay under these squares, so I think I can add it. I'm not sure if this will bleed, so I'm just gonna check real quick. I'm gonna do a little test here. Throw some blue ink and then throw some water on top. We're gonna go a little heavy-handed here just to see if it bleeds over. And we can see that it does. That's a bad page to do this on. Okay, so again, we're just gonna scribble it out real quick on a blank page this time. Throw some water, and then we can see if that bleeds over. And tell you the truth, I think we'll be okay. But I am still a paranoid person, so I'm gonna be really quick while doing this. Just gonna add a small layer of blue, and then I'm gonna hit it with the blow dryer as quickly as I can. I'm definitely not nervous doing this. Oh, thank God it didn't bleed over. And this page does have black light, but it's just a few dots, so I don't want to turn off the lights for that. I'm just going to use a little light for this and call it good, tell you the truth. See, this is going to be really difficult to mess up. But I probably will turn off the lights just for the, the glamour shot. Probably. I've also been thinking about updating my thumbnails. Not that I'm trying to avoid the journal,